Our next speaker this morning is Mike Flattery. From his personal experience in life, he has concluded that the human condition when it comes to newfound money can be absolutely insane. Mike is an agent with Farmers Insurance and has been part of the payout procedure of life insurance proceeds when one of his clients has gone to the great beyond. He has never been surprised by what the beneficiaries do with their newfound money. Most invest the proceeds in some type of an investment for their future. Some keep the money at their disposal just so it's readily available. However, 9 years ago, one of his clients received $500,000 in death proceeds. And what was done with that money is well worth a speech. Mike's speech is titled, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. It's 5 to 7 minutes. Please join me in welcoming Michael Flattery.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and good morning, fellow Toastmaster, most welcome guests. Have you ever received a large amount of money, for example, such as from a lotto or from a death proceed, and then 2 years later, look at yourself in the mirror and say, what happened to the money? In 1985, Larry and Mary Moneywise came into our office and they purchased $500,000 life insurance on Larry's life. And the reason was they had a small family and they wanted to make sure, since Mary had no education and was a stay-at-home mom, that in the event that Larry were to die, there would be enough money for Mary to get an education, perhaps get a job, and continue on with the lifestyle that they had created. Now, one of the things that they purchased as part of the policy was a thing called waiver of premium, and I don't want to get too technical, but basically what it says is that if the insured, the person that bought the policy, is disabled, then the insurance company picks up the premium and pays the premium until that insured is able to go back to work. Simple. So, in 1995, 10 years later, Larry was diagnosed with diabetes and was not able to continue on with his job as a pressman for the Press Enterprise. So he was disabled and the premiums were picked up by the insurance company. Then in 2005, unfortunately, Larry died because of his disease. Obviously, he didn't take care of himself. But in any case, for 10 years, the insurance company paid the premium on a $500,000 policy. And Larry and Mary didn't have to pay a dime. Now, after the initial shock of Larry dying, the family gets together and says, "Hot doggy, we just hit the lotto." And so, what Mary did, instead of getting some advice from a financial advisor or a banker or somebody that knew how to handle a large amount of money, she decided, I'm doing it on my own, which she did. She was smart enough, though, to realize that she is going to need some kind of a supplement when she retires or when she reaches a retirement age for her Social Security. So she put $250,000, half the money, into an annuity called a deferred annuity, which means that when she reaches 65, the money, the $250,000 that she put in there, will begin to pay her an income for the rest of her life. Not a bad idea. Then again, like I said, the family said, "Hot doggy, we got now $250,000 and we are going to spend it." So the first thing that Mary did, since she always wanted to own a Lincoln, went out and bought a Lincoln LS for herself. Well, after that, her son had 4 or 5 kids, said, hey, Ma, I need something to haul the kids around in. She went out and bought him a brand new Lincoln Navigator. Now, between these 2 cars, we're probably talking close to over $100,000, right? Cash. So then, her son-in-law said to her, I'm in construction, and I need a truck. So, she bought him a late model Ford 4x4 F-250 crew cab. So, I don't know what one of those costs is used, but in any case, she purchased that. And then, her sister came to her and told her, my house is in foreclosure, and I need some money, $30,000, to get it out of foreclosure. No problem. $30,000 to her sister, who incidentally, after they got the house out of foreclosure, never made another payment. So, all of the original $250,000 she had was gone now, and she still wanted to go to the Bahamas and Hawaii. Where's she going to get the money? She's going to get the money from the annuity that she purchased in the beginning. Now here's the kicker. When you purchase an annuity and you're taking advantage of some of the tax laws, when you take the money out of that annuity, you're going to be penalized 10%, $25,000. Then the remaining amount of money that you receive is going to be taxed to you as income. So of the $250,000, she ended up with about $170,000 out of that. And she did take the family and herself, Bahamas, Hawaii, remodeled her condo, paid it off, and bought all new furniture. In less than 2 years, Mary went through $500,000. $500,000 because she was going to take care of the money herself. Now the point that I'm trying to bring out here is that the person that holds the purse strings to the money is the one that has the control. He who hath the gold maketh the rules. And that's exactly what Mary did. No judgment on my part whatsoever. But as I said in the beginning of the speech, or as my introduction said, here today, gone tomorrow. Madam Toastmaster.